What's up guys, Jared here with Standingtallautoreviews, and today we got a car review but with a twist. As you can see, this is a extremely customized 2009 Audi TT, and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun because there's so many different features on this car that you will not find anywhere else. I've never seen any of this anywhere else, and it's an all-around fun car. So without any further waiting, let's go ahead and start showing it off. So we're gonna go ahead and bring it in. Custom headlights, you can see the tint it has to it, and it's a really cool design that is you know, shown right here, and it's hard to not talk about it yet, but we'll go down. We have fog lights here with a little hexagonal design. We have a carbon fiber splitter down here, which does look really good on this car, and then the Audi badge is orange in order to match the paint job, and it also has the huge Audi grille. And that is one thing I'm going to point out. I didn't even realize this was from 2009 when I first saw it, but it is. So it's crazy how modern it still looks to this day. So we're going to go ahead and show off the hood. So this paint job, and yes, it is a paint job, it is not a wrap, completely custom. You can see we have flames all in the hood, but you can see the jack-o'-lanterns, and that's why Thumpin' Pumpkin was made. Absolutely amazing. This is one of the best jobs I've probably ever seen, and everybody, like, you know, that thinks it's a wrap, it's not. I guarantee you it's not a wrap. We're gonna go and go around. I'm gonna show you guys the rims on this thing because it also matches the color. So coming down, we have the orange accents in these rims. It looks very nice. I just, you know, just look at it. I'll let you look without me talking. And you're running on 255/35 ZR19 tires on this one, and it is all around great looking. And what we will do is, it can get lower, we'll show that off soon, and you can see the flames come down the side even more. And then we have the black mirror to kind of go with the design, which I do like that. And I'm getting a phone call real quick because I know, Daniel, you're gonna be watching this. Stop calling me during my review. Let's go ahead and go back more. We have the black roof, which fits with the mirrors, and it is the coupe design, so you come down. Gas cap is really cool. It has TT in orange, so you know what you have. And then we also have some custom taillights. So you can see it's more of a clearish, dark design, and you can see they're custom, really good looking. Carbon fiber spoiler, and you know, everybody loves carbon fiber. And then this right here, this paint job is sick. It's literally dope, just like it says. And there's the Instagram. Be sure to follow Thumpin' Pumpkin's Instagram. Follow this build even more. There's even the tag down here. This thing's crazy, and I guarantee you, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Then you come over here with me, and we have more paint right there. Fried Chicken Customs right there. And then we're gonna bring it. Okay guys, so we're gonna go get in the car to show how I fit inside, but here's the problem here. We don't have door handles to get in, so the real question is, how do you get in? Well, the thing is, the 15 pumpkins on this car, they have to let you in. And so, because I've been generous enough, they open the doors. So, we're gonna go ahead and hop in and see what's going on. This thing is extremely customized, and we're gonna show it off with the interior segment. But right now, I wanna show off a 6'6" person sitting inside one of these cars. Just because if you're looking to get an Audi TT in general, it's good to know. And there's actually pretty decent room in here. I'm gonna give you some more specific dimensions on the interior portion, but right now, this is a visible showing. So headroom, like that much, which is good, and leg room. I mean, you can adjust the wheel around, but I got plenty of room in here. Great car, but I wanna show you guys some more of this interior, so let's hop inside. Alright guys, so we're going to begin this interior segment. I can't talk today. We have a lot to talk about here. So for headroom, it's 37.7 inches. For legroom, it's 41.1 inches. So there's plenty of room in this car. But like I said, I have a lot to show. So we're going to start over here. Door, very nice materials, but this one's been customized. So you can see we have speakers all on the side of the door. Here's your door handle for your grip. And you actually do have a handle to get in and out of the inside. Over here, we have the air vent. And what I want to show about the air vent is to cut it off and on, you just twist. So that's a very cool little feature. And then we'll go down to here. And I'm trying to make my leg work. There are your light controls. And then right here, completely custom steering wheel. You can see we have some stuff on the top, which I will show in a second. Carbon fiber with suede. right here. It's even carbon looking in the Audi badge. It's more blacked out, but it still fits really nice, and it is flat bottom. And then there are your gauges right there. You have TT over there, all your good stuff that you need for driving. And just to show it off, here's that key. And we will just flip this in here, and I want y'all to see all the live data we get. So here we go. And as you can see, you have a bunch of live data coming across that steering wheel. And you also have all your stuff right in here. And then we'll bring it over here. So we have this nice, huge screen that's not even supposed to be in this car, but it fit in here. They made it work. It looks really nice. You see you have all the, it's very high definition. You have all your good stuff, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of that. And then up here, we have a custom gauge that was added in right there, along with your air vents. And then bringing it down, we have a customized shifter. We have orange suede right here. And then we have your climate controls hiding all back in there, which if I can get past real quick, you can see them right up in there. And down here, we have some more of the carbon fiber material, along with your buttons for hazards, all that good stuff. We have a traditional e-brake right here, like a leather material with a padded rest down here. And then to make this review a bit more interesting, we do have Jacko. He does move around and blink, so that's a cool little feature for this car. It's like the theme of the car. The seat belts, as you can see, custom made. We have the orange right here on the sides. Then the headliner, it's like we're in a Rolls Royce because it's all stars up there, all stars, and it looks amazing. Absolutely great. It's like a suede material. And then there's not much more to show off over here. It's just kind of, you know, the normal Audi TT at that point. But the cool thing is back here, so we have an absolutely insane setup, which we will show more off of soon. Crazy speaker setup, absolutely amazing. So there's no back seats, it's just straight speakers. But this interior is super nice. I mean, this wheel, I just can't get over it. There's even the paddle shifters back there, and like I said, there's plenty of room in this thing. Just an amazing built car all around. Again, Thumping Pumpkin on Instagram, check him out. We're gonna go ahead, we're actually gonna do a little bit of an interview for the back, show off them speakers, and for the engine. So let's go ahead, we're gonna get that portion right now. Okay, so we're showing off that rear cargo space. Now, as you already know, this is custom. So there's not really much rear cargo space in this one, but this does show how much you could fit back there. And to explain more about what's in here, what's going on with the car, I have Thumping Pumpkin himself, if he would come on in, and we're gonna go and talk about the back. So here he is. Just to start, what's the story behind the car? Like, what inspired this car?
That's a very good question. So the Thumping Pumpkin started when the car was blue when I first bought it, and I knew kind of where I wanted to go with it. And what it was I had bought some paint for another project that I was working on, and it was actually supposed to be Lamborghini orange. So a lot of people are familiar with the, it's like a Lamborghini pearlescent orange, really pretty. And so before I did that, I jumped the gun, and I was like, hey, let me go and get my interior done. So if you guys saw the interior already, all the seats have been hand stitched. They're all diamond stitched with orange stitching. So I get over to my paint shop, and my painter's like, all right, let's check out this orange paint. So we go back there, we go to open it up, and it's yellow Lamborghini, which is another project that I was working on. I bought a yellow, it was the Lamborghini yellow. Okay. So anyway, my painter he literally just finished painting something with this Tangelo Pearl, House of Colors, and he said, don't worry, I got you. So he shows me the color, and I fell in love with it. So after we painted it, my painter, Jason Duggar, is the one that basically called it the Thumping Pumpkin because I had a big stereo in it. I didn't have this many 12s. I had 2 and then 3 and then 8 8s, and now I've got the 4 12s. But anyway, so he was the one who kind of came up with Thumping Pumpkin, and we just ran with it. And then that's where it started with all the airbrushing, and we're trying to do all this pumpkin type stuff with the pumpkin guys and the jack-o'-lantern. So, you know, just kind of theming out. Just everybody loves pumpkins.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah. That's awesome. Kind of started.
Absolutely awesome theme. You know, it's unique. Not many people kind of theme their cars. They just kind of pick a color and go with it.
Yeah.
So my next question is about this setup back here, because
Right.
this thing's crazy, and I know people are going to want to know, you know, what's going on. So
Okay, yes.
we could talk about that some.
Yeah, so
Great.
I did everything myself, by the way. The only thing I didn't do was the airbrushing paint job. I did do all the work to get it painted. I did all of the stereo by myself. I built all of this. Basically, what you're looking at is 7,000 watts. I'm using tar amps, Smart 3Ks. I got 2 of them, 2 for each, 1 for each side, and then I'm running another Brazilian style amp called a Triton. That's 800, and that's running my mids and highs. Basically, this is where my airbag management system is set up. So these are all hard lines, and I did all the hard lines myself. And let me tell you, it make it look a lot easier on YouTube than it really is. I went through quite a few tubes trying to figure out, but once you get the measurements and you figure it out, you're good to go. So basically, we had to build the boxes over top of my management system because I really liked my setup with all the hard lines. And then these are hard lines too, and these are actually trick. Those are fake hard lines, but I'm using them to run speaker wire because I had to figure out a way to get speaker wire to my rear speakers that I made back there, and so that's what those are. And then of course we've got a 100 amp hour lithium polymer battery, which is giving me the power to be able to run all of this. And I think you talked about the engine earlier, but if not, it is running an upgraded 300 amp alternator, and we have the big 3 setup giving us full power to everything we need. And this was all cut in plexiglass. A friend of mine, John, did that for me. He owns a trophy shop, and so I'm always over at his place. I was like, hey man, you got a laser cut some of this plexiglass for me. So he knocked that out for me. And basically, that's pretty much it. We built everything in-house, so in my garage, in my driveway. So.
And that's awesome too, because, you know, everything was done basically by you and your group. It's not like you sent it off and all these people, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely, this car is one of those built, not bought things.
Yes.
I even painted the sound streams. I went and bought these little speakers. I hand painted those. I actually just went and bought some orange paint, and I got a paintbrush. And let me tell you, took me more time than building the boxes. It was very meticulous, but I think they came out pretty awesome. Just a little trick. Sound stream I've been very happy with them. So I would call this a budget build, but we did that on purpose because we wanted to show people that you can have a nice stereo without having to spend not $100,000, but like, $5,000, $6,000. I mean, the amps, you can look up the prices yourself. They're not that expensive, but boy, they put out power. Brazilian technology is definitely
for sure.
incredible.
So I guess the next question is, can we turn it on and hear it?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll pump it up for you. Who wants to sit in there and get their chest beat in? That's the question. I think you've heard it before at a car show. So has he sat in there? As your cameraman sat in there yet?
I believe he sat in there one time.
Well,
but
we can run y'all both on demos and see what the reaction is and go from there.
All right,
Yeah,
awesome.
we'll play something in there and see what the vibration looks like and go from there.
Let's do it. So following the theme of this car, nothing is ordinary, everything's extreme. And so the engine also has been modified some, so I'm gonna let Thumping Pumpkin speak even more about that. So if you could, go ahead and talk to us about what's this engine like, what's going on here?
Yeah, so basically, it's I would say a typical tune. Most people have Audi TTs, and you've done what I've done. Basically, it's a stage 2. It's got a full, we did a full air intake, which was also hand painted. It's got a stage 2 tune on it, bigger injectors. We've upgraded the turbo to a T4, and basically it's got a full exhaust all the way back with no catalytic converter. Don't tell anybody. I live in Bartow County, so I don't have to have emissions. So, but we've done that. I'm pushing it about right around 300, I think about 305 horsepower with about it was actually 300 horsepower and like 315 foot-pounds of torque roughly. That's on a regular dyno, and that's what we're getting. But as you know, this car was built to be a show car, so I did that before I did all the stereo stuff, and it helps, but now I've got extra weight in the back. So I always tell people, if you want to buy a fast car, you buy a fast car. So, but it is fun to drive. So
yeah,
and that's what's been done in the engine. Obviously, we've got all the dress-up kit with the carbon fiber. Even when we painted the airbrushing, we even painted inside here. We also painted the dope symbol, which is one of our other little things we have. It's the Audi rings with the dope symbol. You saw it in the back. We had that. I actually had another piece over here, custom etched. My little windshield wiper even has the dope symbol on it. So just the little things like that. It's all about the little things, guys. All the mounting hardware has been swapped out to aluminum and stainless. So, we just try to make it look as clean as we can. And, I mean, it's an engine. You've seen one. You've seen them all, unless you really get inside of it. Even the injector, my coil packs were hand-painted by the same lady who painted my rims. Those were hand-painted, too. So that's pretty much it, really, on this end.
Yeah,
so.
The attention to detail is just insane on this thing. And speaking of attention to detail, is there anyone you kind of want to put out there that helped get that together?
Of course, yeah. All my friends. I couldn't have done it without my wife. I couldn't have done it without my best friends, Sean, Jason, Scotty, the airbrush, Christian. He did a great job. Michelle Abbott, she's the one who did my painting on that and the rims. So really, you know, I couldn't have done it without everybody's help. I mean, we did everything, late nights. Zippy Shine is also somebody I want to give a shout out to. It's my wife's product, guys. It's an all-in-one cleaner, and this car is sponsored by Zippy Shine. So anytime you go to a car show, you see a Zippy Shine booth, my car will be there on display for people to check out. You know, definitely check out our product if you get a chance. It's really good. It's just spray it on, wipe it off. It's a nano coating, really good. And you know what I say, guys? You know, my wife is making me do this, but you know what they say, happy wife, empty bank account. Many nights I slept on the couch ordering parts for this thing, but she has been there for me and definitely helped me get through all of this.
And that's awesome. You have all the support, and it seems like all the car shows I've seen that everyone just loves this thing. Huge crowds.
Yeah, we really built it for the kids, to be honest with you. You know, that's why we have all the pumpkins. We've got the little characters. We've got the fog machine. Really, we want people to appreciate it and know that you could do it all yourself. I mean, with your friends, I didn't pay a lot. The only thing I paid on this car, really the most expensive thing, was definitely the airbrush paint job. Even my friend Jason, he painted my car for free, for Christ's sake. I love him to death. He made me do all the work. We were over there doing all the work, but you know, could have done without my friends. And you know, and like I said, I did all the work to it. So I mean, everything, putting everything on, putting it all together. I mean, I did all the suspension by myself with my friends. Oh yeah, David Sue, he's a friend who owns a shop called Dimensions Auto. He's the one who helped me do all the suspension, and he does all the upkeep on my car. And obviously, you did point out the other thing in the front of the car is obviously the honeycomb grille. That's definitely a must if you have an Audi. And we did paint the rings to match the car as well. Yeah. So pretty much that's it really on this end. Nothing too crazy. Like I said, engine bay, I keep this mostly closed to car shows because people want to see the pumpkins. They don't want to see an engine they've already seen before. You know, like, it'd be awesome if I had a huge turbo right here. But for now, it's just regular factory mounting location. So
yeah, for sure. Well, hey, I definitely appreciate this. This has been an amazing review. Thank you for doing this interview portion.
No, thank you for having me out. I really appreciate it. I'm glad we were able to link up. So
yeah, for sure. And this is completely new. So if you guys do enjoy these interview style things with the cars and all that, just let me know and we can keep it going with different reviews. Be sure to check us out on social media, Standing Tall Auto Reviews. We're pretty big on Instagram. That's kind of where I post most of my stuff. We also have Facebook and TikTok if you're interested. Be sure to check out Thumping Pumpkin. Follow this build. Definitely follow this build because there is always more to come. And until the next video, I'll see you guys. Peace out.